Hey there, students. We're going to continue our look at circles by going through a tough video today, but it's finding the circumference when given the area. Difficult, but we'll get through it. Alright, before watching this video, make sure you fully understand how to find the area of a circle, how to find the circumference of a circle, and you know how to work with radius and diameter. A quick review: to find the circumference of a circle, it is pi, which I use as 3.14, the standard, times diameter. The circle area would be pi times radius squared. So here's the step-by-step guide on how to convert. You start by dividing, to go from an area to circumference, of course, that's the goal, area to circumference. You divide the area by pi to find what the radius squared is. Okay, simple enough. So area divided by 3.14, great. And that gets you the radius squared. Well, then you need to find the approximate square root of the radius squared. Now here's where you certainly need to have a calculator for that, because not all of them are going to be pretty easy, like 25, 36, 49, 64. They're probably going to be awkward square roots, so you're just going to have to round it as best you can. And then you're going to multiply the radius that you get by 2. And then multiply that by pi, 3.14, to find the circumference. So once again, you start by dividing the area by pi. That gets you the radius squared. You then find the square root of the radius squared to get you just the radius. You then multiply the radius by 2, and then multiply by 3.14. So we got examples coming for you. So here is a circle. It has an area of 60 feet squared. Let's find the circumference. So step number 1, we divide the area by pi to find the radius squared. So I did 60 divided by 3.14. I got about 19.11. Remember, when dealing with circumference and area, they're all approximate figures since the number pi is infinite. Step number 2, find the approximate square root of radius squared. Alright, so the radius squared is 19.11. Well, that obviously is not a perfect square, so I need to find the square root of that. And I used my calculator, and I got about 4.37. Great. So the radius is 4.37. I now need to multiply it by 2 to get it to a diameter. So I multiply it by 2, and the diameter is 8.74. I then multiply the diameter, 8.74, by 3.14 to find the circumference. Because remember, circumference formula is diameter times pi. I do 8.74 times 3.14, and it gets me about 27.4436. You might have broke it down at just 27.44. Here's a real-life example. Summer of '99. Boy, the pizza that all the kids were talking about was the Big New Yorker from Pizza Hut. It was a big pizza, and boy, did it taste good. It was great. The area of the Big New Yorker was 200.96 inches squared. So what was the circumference, or the distance around the crust, so to speak, of this giant pizza? So what you need to do first is you need to divide the area by pi. So you do 200.96 divided by 3.14. You get 64. And the great thing about getting 64 is, oh my gosh, it will work perfectly. It's a perfect square. So now we get the square root of 64, and it's 8. So the radius is 8. I then double the radius to get a diameter. The diameter is 16, and that checks out with the advertisement, 16 inches. And then I do 16 times pi, and it is 50.24. So the Big New Yorker was approximately 50.24 inches round. That was the circumference. All right, now it's your turn. The area of the circle is 154 hectometers squared. So what is the circumference of this yellow circle? Pause, try it on your own, refer back to the step-by-step guide, and let's see how you do. Step number 1, you divide the area by pi. So I got approximately 49.04. Very close to 49. I then get the square root, and it's about 7. It's so close to 7, in fact, I'm just going to leave it as 7. The radius is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 14 times pi gets me the circumference. 14 times 3.14 is 43.96. and that is the circumference of the circle. All right, your turn again. The area of this circle is 7 hectometers squared. That should say circumference. I apologize. Circumference. Circumference. What is the circumference of the circle? All right, so I did the area divided by pi. I got about 2.23. The square root is approximately 1.49. I then double that radius to get the diameter. 1.49 times 2 is 2.98. I then multiply that by pi. It's 9.36. The circumference of the circle, approximately 9.36 hectometers. Very difficult concept. Go through the step-by-step guide until you get it. Thank you.